Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Charles. So this is my homie Gyattmo here, and this dude went. He ended up getting his first ever regional, third place, bro. You know how insane that is? I don't know, but he's playing Tenpai Dragon. He went 7-1. So man, you want to check out the deck list real quick? And yeah, let's get straight to the point, bro.
So yeah, we got it's the Tenpai list. There's not much to deviate from. It's pretty standard list actually. You know, the 3 Hydra, it's your starter. You wanna see it in every hand, going first, going second, whatever you want. Zongdora, you wanna see this as much as possible because it can also be a starter if you normal it, or if you just special it off of like Kaiman, or you get it from this field spell. Because this can also summon this during damage, before damage step, and then they can't respond to the search. 2, pretty standard for these. You don't want to play more than him, but he can actually win you games on his own. Just setting him, and if they aren't prepared for it, then they have to deal with Fedora, who's gonna summon these guys back if you can get him to grave before damage step. But other than that, you play the 3 field spell because the deck is the field spell.
Yeah, the field spell is crazy. You can't do anything about it. That's why people are starting to run Ghost Ogre because of this field spell. Yeah,
this is too good. So you also play the 1 terraforming.
Yep, 4 copies.
3 Kaiman. People are playing this at 2. 3 is good. A lot of people are gonna be playing it at 3 now. You want to see this just to make your guys unaffected, so you can push through boards unhindered. And then for consistency for the engine, you also want to play 3 pot. It just helps out. You don't need all of your extra deck against every matchup. Sometimes just a few of it will work.
Yep. Beautiful, beautiful.
For the hand traps, we play the 1 Magnuma. It comes up. Voices was really prevalent at the Seattle Regional, May 5th. So I'm glad I had this because it did come up, and it'll help you win games in certain scenarios. But it's the one of. It helps you. You can search Zongdora, and then Zongdora is a level 4 synchro, so you can make level 10s with it, which is cool. And then we play the 2 Bell. I was only playing 2. I just wanted to throw these in there because I thought they were good. Because you could play these under Shifter if you wanted to play Shifter in the main. And then 3 Ash.
Yep, standard. 3
Ogre, 3 Nib. Ogre came up a lot. It was getting cross-outed heavily. A lot of people were on cross-out. Okay, I'll just discard 1 for 1 you, I guess. Nib, it came up once, and it was against a voiceless player. I did not see this at all today. And when I did, I just discarded it, or I went first and it didn't come up.
Jeez.
And then 3 Imprim as well. So you're playing what is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You're playing 15 hand traps, and you'll see a lot of lists playing 21 hand traps. But I don't think that's right. Actually, I think you should be playing a mixture of board breakers and hand traps. So we're playing the 1 Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Droplet, and 2 Cosmic, because stun and back row decks are the bane of your existence if you're playing Tenpai. So you have to know the matchup though, because if you don't, these will do nothing. You'll just run into Hugin over and over, and you'll just trade, and then you lose. You have to wait till they either have Skill Drain up to then Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. You can use Droplet to get rid of your face-up cards, or you can do, if they have Hugin on field already, or a monster on field, you can commit and go Black Rose, and then they're going to be like, okay, I can just Hugin Protect, and you can go chain Droplet to send the Black Rose, and then it'll negate the Hugin. Depending on the sequencing of the chain. Like if the Hugin's already on field, then you're in a perfect spot, but you have to force them to get the Hugin on field sometimes. The Cyclone, because I really, really respect Runic Stun. It can just blow out the deck if you aren't prepared. So just 2 in the main, because it comes up against other decks too. You can hit like the Snake Eye monsters in the Spell and Trap zone. You can hit field spells. You can hit the Barrier of the Voiceless, so you can target stuff. You can hit random back rows that you're scared of. 2 in the main is I wouldn't play any less. I wouldn't play any more because then you're over preparing. But seeing this when I needed it today came up. It overperformed.
Back row hate is crazy.
Yeah, like your opponent can go, okay, set off the Bellstar. Okay, we'll just banish that real quick when they force you to go first. Because a lot of people were scoping, so they were seeing what I was on at the top tables and then forcing me to go first, and then they were just completely unprepared for when I was prepared to go first. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty standard with the Tenpai stuff over here, and the hand traps as well. I don't know if I would keep Ghost Spell in because it didn't come up a whole lot. I guess against Runic Stun, it did win me a match because I just was able to Ash him 2 turns in a row and then on the 3rd turn bail him. So
I feel like for a deck like Tenpai, D-Shifter main deck is like insane.
I'm gonna consider it after today because definitely would have won me more games if I played that over, say, Nib. The side deck? Let's get into this. So the side deck, we'll keep the goo to the back and we'll talk about that in a second. So Droll, didn't side it in once. I did not need it. It did not come up. This will probably be like Kaijus or something else. I don't know what I'll change this to, but I'll find something. Because this really did nothing. This did nothing the entire tournament. This might as well be 3 blank cards. But it was good to have in case I ran into like a rogue combo deck, but I didn't. My matchups were like 3 voiceless, a Pearly, and like 3 Snake Eyes, and like something irrelevant. That was just an easy win. I don't even remember it. 3 Drew Swarm. I'm glad I had these for voiceless.
Drew Swarm?
Yeah.
What the heck?
So unfortunately, every time I sided in against voiceless, I never drew it. But that's because I drew instead Shifter. And Shifter just insta won those games because voiceless they just set fast, and usually you'll have like Lightning Storm or Feather Dust or a Cosmic to get rid of their back row and then just play unhindered. But this, along with Heat Wave, I was usually siding these in when I knew my opponent wanted me to go first, and it came up multiple times where I just went, okay, Heat Wave, chain Shifter. Do you have a response? No? Oh, okay. You're going to pass turn by setting cards? Okay. Lightning Storm, Cosmic. Any of my back row removals to just blow them out and just play the game unhindered. These, I think, are really good. Shifter might be moved to the main, and we might cut like Nib or something. Because against pure Snake Eyes, I think Shifter is just way better.
Yeah,
even though
Shifter
Snake
just stops every single deck, man.
This prevents them from getting the stuff. Nibs just ends their combo.
Yeah, and no barrier, no savage. Like, you could just use Nib whenever. Yeah,
this Shifter overperformed. It was really good. And then the side, this came up against Runic Stun and Pearly. So I was able to, I didn't use set rotation, but Secret Village. I either searched Secret Village or I drew it for turn. And against the Runic Stun matchup, which I am terrified of, so I was prepared for it, I activated my field spell and I made it look like I was going to go for turn, like a big play on my turn with the field spell, and he destructioned it. And I went, okay, terraforming, search Secret Village, summon 2, summon Pydora, Zongdora affected hand, summon, make Hida, and he unfortunately Judgment the first one, but then a turn later I was able to Fedora, summon 1, and then a turn pass, and he was on just low resources, and I linked it off into Striker, and then I summoned like a hand trap, and I made Dark, and then he was stuck under Secret Village, and it just auto won the game. Same thing against the Pearly player. I just had it in hand, activated it, made Hida, and Pearly monsters are low, so that's about that. And then the third Cosmic for stun. So this right here is for stun, for respecting stun, because you can set rotation, give them Secret Village, and then they don't have Fountain for the rest of the game.
Jesus, insane. All right, the extra deck, baby.
The extra deck, it's cool. This is what a lot of extra decks are gonna look like, except for a few choices here. So obviously we have the 2 Biden, our president of the United States, Sang-in Biden. So this guy's cool. He can get you to a lot of like cool plays. You can even make them turn 1, just so you have one engraved for when your opponent starts trying to like attack for game. You can make seals with him on your turn 1 by summoning one back. Because if you have your field spell, he's still unaffected. So normally you'll see just 2 of those and one of the big guy. This guy's once he hits the board,
card's broken.
You can most of the time you're gonna win that game. If you get this guy off in battle, you're gonna win that game most of the time. If you
don't even need Trident Dragion.
Yeah, you don't need Trident Dragion most of the time. You could play without it, but Trident helps pushing for games through a lot of stuff. Because like Snake Eye players, they're gonna summon like 2 or 3 in defense, and then have like 2 or 3 on board already. So when you start pushing, they just start summoning more. But this making it so that your opponent can't activate anything, like I had to stop people multiple times. Like you can't activate anything. This is already on field. There's no thinking. There's nothing. You
just can't do anything.
Yeah, you just let what's about to happen because it's gonna happen. It's not fair. It's not fair. And then Meteor Burst. So this is like a smaller Transcendent. So this is just monster effects in your opponent's possession. So their hand, their field, and their grave. They can't activate any monster effects. They can activate Imperm and Droplet and spells. They can activate spells and traps, but this protects you from Ash. So what you want to do is you want to make this in main 1. It's unaffected. They can't out it. You go battle, and then you go Kaiman to search and summon, and then start playing. Because you can't synchro with him. You can't. You don't have a level 11. But he's just like, he's also good in the mirror. I didn't play the mirror once, which I was really surprised by. But to be prepared for the mirror, you need to have this. So that's, these are both good in the mirror. But we'll go on. We have obviously the one Trident. No, I didn't have to ask a friend. I own 3 of these.
Bro, you gotta sell them, man.
I already sold one. This guy came up. He's crazy. He is crazy. He puts so much pressure on the board. So you make him using Biden. So Biden will summon one back, and then you synchro those 2 into Blackwing Assault. Against like Snake Eye players, it puts them on a timer. Like they have to either out it as soon as possible, or they're gonna burn to like 1,000 life points. Jeez. And then with the counters, you can just blow up the whole field. So it puts counters on itself and it blows up the field.
That card's always been good.
I did not play against Yubel, but I respected it. There was a lot of Yubel at the regional. We had Samurai Destroyer for it. This card basically is just your 1 out to Yubel. So you can attack their monsters and they can't activate their effects, so they don't proc. So we have 1 more synchro, obviously Black Rose. I did not summon this today. I did not need it from like all of my games. I just didn't need it. Actually, the one time I did summon it was against a Voiceless player, and I just wasn't thinking right, and it got the summon negated by Serratus. But I didn't fall for that.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. Seals for going first. Obviously, you only need the 1. If you're going turn 3 or 4 and summoning another seal, you've already pretty much lost. This deck doesn't go to time unless your opponent's like super slow playing you, which is unfortunate if they do. We'll play the 1 dark to make into the one dark link, Striker Dragon to link into a dark. So we have access to dark link climb plays. And then I didn't get debarriered once, but we play the Raging Phoenix OTK package. So this can also lead into Promethean. Your goal is just to get to Promethean. You're gonna have a fire engrave like always, unless you shifted yourself. But these are just 2 different ways to get to this. And this was for D-Barrier. The one game I did see D-Barrier, I had already Secret Village my opponent because they thought they were gonna go first. But yeah, it's good to going first in this deck is broken because your opponents don't see it. So you're already at an advantage, and you can go Secret Village and back it up with like a Droplet, an Imperm, or anything you really need. But yeah, I didn't need this package. I would definitely not cut it because I could see myself going against a Dimensional Barrier in the future, and it being an issue not having this.
Yeah, that's why this deck is so good, man. Even with D-Barrier, you just still combo off.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You gotta know your matchups though, really. That's all I really have to say about the deck. It's pretty simple. You could pick it up for the cheap if you needed to. You don't have to play Trident. I didn't. Trident came up once through the whole tournament. maybe. And it did win me the game like instantly because I did the combo where I summon Transcendent back and they can't respond. But other than that, I'd say I really like the deck. I would change a few things, like I said earlier, about the hand trap lineup. But I would keep the Cosmics in. Maybe Shifter in the main maybe is the way to go because it's just that powerful of a card right now.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I ended up taking third.
Third place, first ever top, bro.
First ever top, yeah.
Joe, you want to give any shout outs before we end this video, man?
I want to shout out to Marius for always doubting me. And here I am proving him wrong. Where's your top at? Where is it? That's right. I'll see you. I'll see you at table 500.
Any other shout outs, man?
I won't be at table 500. Shout out to my buddy Wee for always, pushing me to be better. Shout out to Donovan, Jose.
Yes, sir.
Jacob Dodds. Jake. I don't know his last name. I don't know his last name. I'm sorry, Jake. I love you. He knows who I'm talking about. Tone. I didn't bring a mat. I forgot my mat at home, and my buddy Tone, he gave me his Yugi mat, and it was giving me the draws. I was drawing everything I needed, top decking everything to win the game, and it got me the top. So yeah, we walked away with a mat.
Yes, sir.
In this deck box, yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Feels good. And yeah, guys, this is Gyattmo, Guillermo. And yeah, man, he won top 4, and 7-1. That's his record. And yeah, man, this is Charles here. This is Gyattmo. Hashtag Gyattmo top 4 here. And the playmat's nice, the deck box nice, and hopefully we'll see you in nationals, man. I hope you end up doing topping with the Tenpai Dragon with the same exact deck instead of having to put D Shifter in the main deck because D Shifter is crazy. So yeah, guys, this is Charles here, and this is the homie, and I'll see you guys later on the next one. So peace out, yo.
Girl, I can't take it.